Welcome to the Die As Cast podcast.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to episode 9 of the Die As Casts episode 9.
It is the ninth episode.
What did I call this thing? It's such a clever name. There was such a clever name. Oh, Unseating Mavros.
Also, if you're listening to this podcast in the morning, you don't count. You don't count.
What?
He said good afternoon. He only said good afternoon.
If you're listening to this at any point that is not the afternoon,
you don't count. What a crazy thing to say to a person.
If you're listening to this, Griffin hasn't done his job because this is all going to be edited out.
It's all going in. Listen, I cut out some things, but most of it goes in.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, no, nice try.
We are back with our 3 intrepid players. We'll start off with introductions. Diego, tell us about your character.
Hello, everyone. My name is Chisk of the Pinion. Once again, coming to you live. I am on fire, but only on the inside. I am angry sometimes. Hi.
Oh yeah, you did a nice blow up for that last episode. Hey?
yeah, just kind of lost it. It was kind of nice.
That's right. And for those of you who haven't been following along, Opinion is a type of Piney. So for those using standard canon, Diego is
Nerds,
a rogue Piney.
Standard canon dorks.
Yeah, you watch out. We're switching it up here.
Do we have to be hostile to our listener base?
No.
Maybe if I get an email saying what's opinion, I'm gonna let them have it.
Dork number 2, Griffin.
Hey guys, it's me, Gideon Sweets, and ever since we recorded last, I've been thinking about that grandma who's been trying her hardest to get her grandkids the rush seat tickets, and man, she's not gonna. She's so slow. I've been sad, honestly, this past week thinking about her. If I'm being honest, I hope she's okay. Anyway,
thank you very much, and Maddie.
Yes, hello. I am Maeve Maldorava, Earth Molder, and Heavy Crossbow Holder. Just thought of that one. Thank God I finally got... Yeah, I have a heavy crossbow now that I don't think I can actually use, but we'll find out.
All right.
That's the big explanation of why like warlocks aren't as hyped up as everybody wants them to be, because like Eldritch Blast does the same thing as a heavy crossbow, and you have both.
Ding.
Both.
So the last episode centered around the rush seating. Rush seating is the public's only chance to get a seat in the seat of Mavros to see the glorious battle to the gods. And part of the player's job, the character's job, because they are faux fighters. They are stand-in security guards for the seat of Mavros, and part of their job last week was to do crowd control. They were unable to do much actual crowd control, but they did end up fighting the Dibs War Wagon.
Listen, I feel like that was pretty extreme crowd control, considering he was cutting down people left and right. But
control, save,
Yeah. Also, we called over the manager and they didn't do anything. They were just like, and got swallowed up into the crowd. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Stampeded.
Like every sitcom.
And the question everyone was asking from last episode: where was Big Willard?
Where was Big
Where
Willard?
was he?
Hashtag
in
where
our
was Big
time of
Willard?
need, where was he?
Tweet at Kevin Cork. Where was Big Willard?
Big Willard is the senior foe fighter of their group. He is a rat folk, and he is very experienced, so he knows not to show up for crowd control, because that is every foe fighter's least favorite day. However, all 1,000 public seats were offered up. There were some victors, and there were some people who did not get a ticket. As we open on this week's episode, the 3 of you are standing amid the wreckage. There is the Dibs wagon lying destroyed before you. There is the crowd. There are quite a few people that are limping or fallen over or holding their sides because the mad rush of the rush seating is really all about making sure that you're ahead of some people who are behind you or less able. What is it you would like to do? You should actually report back to the Sergeant Dolomite, the head of the Faux Fighters, but you don't have to do that right this second.
Sergeant Dolomite, was he the big guy at the beginning?
He was the
Is
big
he the
guy
one that
who
does like the
assigned
sounds
us.
like Droopy Dog? Was that him?
Yes.
I think so.
Okay.
Droopy? Is that how Droopy sounds?
No. I'm not going to do my Droopy Dog impression. You can't trick me, Diego.
But you
already
almost
did Bradley
did.
Cooper.
I almost did.
Maeve is still standing on top of this dibs wagon with, like, the match kind of lit on her tinderbox, just kind of waiting for somebody to say the word.
This liquid on me is sticky. What is this? It's gasoline.
Right. I was going to say, did you have your own
gasoline.
kind of side quest and
Get
not tell
your
us
head
about
out the gutter.
What were you? Well, you can't bring that up without context.
I was hoping you'd visualize something else, you nasties.
There's so many bad sticky liquids. It could have been jelly, and I would still would have
no.
found that weird.
It's thick brown liquid.
I don't remember you getting... How did you get gasoline?
See,
Remind
we're
me.
all
I
confused here.
remember you, Kevin, saying that it splashed on me somehow, and to not light the thing on fire because I had gasoline on me.
If I told you you had gasoline on you, I
Yeah.
was just fucking with you. Because I don't know...
It probably doesn't run on gasoline.
No, remember there was the kobolds inside peddling?
Yeah, right. Okay, never mind. Scratch that.
But-
that didn't happen.
Right, because did we want to try and salvage this thing to sell it? Is that what we were doing?
We were discussing that. Maeve wants to burn it down.
Right. It is pretty well destroyed. Maeve broke the axle and the front wheel when she used her curb creator.
Some landscaping.
Was that Move Earth? Was that the
Mold
Move
Earth,
Earth
yeah.
cantrip?
Mold Earth.
Mold Earth. Mold Earth cantrip. That is an underused cantrip. We discovered.
It's
in the last episode.
underused.
Yeah, it's one of the best
Absolutely.
cantrips, I think.
Yeah.
All right, well then I say freaking let's burn it down. Firepower, Get in there.
Let me just take a few steps back.
Right.
I'm made of the same stuff.
I'm gonna clean the gasoline off of Chisk, which is canon now. Sorry, everyone. Sorry, canon. Sorry, canon.
Cannon. Ooh, sorry. Maeve drops a match and kind of just like leaps off and watches this thing go up in flames.
All right. As you sort of prance around this burning pyre of wanton wooden kobold destruction, a small crowd of people gathers around just to watch this. These are people who are all annoyed that they didn't get a chance to get a ticket, so they're happy to watch just about anything right now.
Oh, is there anybody that's like very hurt? Not like limping or that kind of stuff, but like.
Oh, sure. There's probably well, I don't know about bleeding out dead, but there's half a dozen people lying still on the street in the street.
The morality.
Maeve is dancing.
Feels-
This is not the smallest number of bodies that Maeve has danced amongst.
That's right.
She comes from a vampire lord's castle. I just want to point that out. This is
Listen, and I
This
come
is
from,
a-
I come
this is
from a
Sunday
boat with
brunch
sexy
for her.
rat folks on it. Okay, so I want to go and can I just medicine check a few of these folks?
Sure.
See if I can at the very least stabilize them.
yeah, you bet.
Okay, how many are there?
Roll me a 4-sider and add 3.
Oh God, what a solemn roll. Here we go.
A solemn roll for bodies.
That's 5. I do not have a bonus to medicine, so I'm just gonna roll these flat.
All right.
I'm trying to beat 10.
Yes, we'll say 10. Are you trying to?
I'm just trying to make sure
awaken
they
them,
don't
heal them, make sure they don't die.
just not die. They knew the risks, but they didn't know that there was going to be a scythe wagon.
Right.
Jeez. Okay, so that's only 110 for the first 3. That's a 4 and a 2. Oh boy.
All right. Do you want me to tell you the names of the people that are dying? Or
Nope.
not?
And no, nor their family status. And that's so I saved 2 out of the 5. I got a 10 and a 14. And everything else is below 10, which is good, Griffin, for the first 5 rolls. Awesome. Highest I got there was a 14, huh? Trying to save lives? That'll teach me dice.
As I step away from the fire, I'm just gonna take a breath, and I would like to look over at the people who are hurt that Gideon isn't helping, and I'm just gonna say, Mavros did not intend for you to be in this catastrophe today. You're going to be fine. And I'm gonna cast 3 healing words on 3 separate people.
Oh, very nice.
Really bad.
That's a lot of spell slots.
That's a lot of spell slots.
Holy crap. We're level 3, my guy.
Yeah, that's all of my first level spells.
Oh, just
But
your
I'm not gonna walk
heart
away
is
from this.
too big.
This is heartening group of people. That's 4 plus 3. That's max 7 points of healing for each.
Are those the 3 that I couldn't save?
Yeah.
Phew. God bless, Diego.
So we have 2 basically that have been bandaged and will recover, 3 that are sitting up, and that's it.
Nice.
With the lights out.
What time of day is it, Kevin?
The fight was at 1. The rush seats were at 4 o'clock. So it is now 2 hours later. It's about 6 o'clock.
It's about 6?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go get our tent.
I will come.
Yeah, I'm coming too.
I would
All right.
like to. I'm in the mood to like kick a toddler in the face or whatever.
If I get there and there's no sign on the door saying I'm not a teddy bear, I am going to flip out.
All right. So you go to the place where you had agreed that this tent could be used till 6 p.m. and roll me a perception check, please.
Come on, Gideon.
Whoa.
Well, Gideon's been rolling good so far this episode, so here we go. Oh my god, 7.
Can't see the tent.
No.
What? I can't see the tent. Is it gone from where it was?
It's definitely not there for sure.
Gideon, hey, you told her we were picking up the tent, yes?
Yeah. She clarified almost too many times that she has use of it till 6 p.m.
Where is the tent?
It's unclear. I feel like we might have got robbed in this lawless city. Who knew that was going to happen?
Did you like the pie she gave you? Was she a trustworthy woman?
It was fine. Like, it leveled me up to level 3, but other than that, like, it was fine. I ate it during the
pie?
fight. Yeah. Well, what else, right? We were
Right.
we were sitting in the
just
arena.
watching him. Yeah.
What else could it
I
be?
felt stronger after it, but I didn't think it would be the pie.
We got 10% off this arena snacks, but it couldn't be those.
Not even mini donuts, though.
No, there's no mini donut discount.
Anyway, let's focus on the tent.
Yes, our sleeping arrangements have once again been compromised, so I do not know what we should do.
We could just steal another person's tent.
The 3 or 4 families that were there originally are still there with the same kids. So the little trollkin toddler is walking over towards you.
I hide
He
behind Chisk.
recognizes you.
Oh, God. Not me, kid. I'm Bradley Cooper. And I hide behind Chisk.
Hello, little friend.
Daddy!
No, oh,
Yes.
yes. Listen, though, I have a question for you.
Okay.
You are living in one of these tents, or your parents are in one of these tents, yes?
Yes.
Which one? Do you want to show me?
Okay. And he grabs your hand and he starts walking.
Yeah, great. I will follow. I just want to scope out and see who looks the easiest to rob a tent from.
Don't
Okay.
worry, Bradley. I mean, Gideon, I got you. I'll protect you.
No, stick with Bradley. I
Probably
love
the
this.
babies, if that's the way you guys are going to go. It's taking tents
Sorry,
from a baby.
the babies have their own tent?
No, they do not.
That's what I
But-
thought.
Yeah. As you walk along, actually, Maddie, I'll get you to roll me a perception check as well.
Okay. Oh, 16.
What you notice is that off, not where this broken fountain is, but sort of tucked in behind it, you see some canvas draped over one of the walls. Some white canvas, muddy and grungy, but it's draped over the walls.
Does it look like our tent?
Yeah, it could be. It could be.
I'm going to shake the kid's hand off of my hand and walk towards the canvas.
All right. So yeah. Remember, he's almost your height. Like he's almost looking at you eye to eye. Because
I guess he's huge. He's a big boy.
He's the troll.
What a terrifying toddler. Absolutely haunting child.
It's like the giant baby.
He squawks and he starts to follow you. Then his mom yells at him, so he leaves you alone. You go around and you hear these 3 kids' voices as they're talking away.
Are they saying anything?
They are.
Can I listen?
Yeah, you have to get closer to hear them.
Okay, I'll get a little closer. I'm going to get this sheet, this canvas, but I am intrigued.
All right. So you go, you get around the little corner and you hear, I am going to suck your blood because that is the kind of woman that I am. And all these sort of kids laughing. And then you hear this other kid going, yeah, but I'm I'm a teddy pirate. And then,
I bite my tongue and I'm like, that's not even accurate.
I was going to say, well, it feels like, I thought for a second these kids were making fun of me, but they got my dialect wrong, so it can't be me.
and then the third one's, I'm so wooden at a tree, I can't do anything.
Okay, let me add them.
Okay, where are these kids?
All right, they're on the other side of this sort of fake tent.
Okay, I want...
Set the tent on fire. Set the tent on fire.
I'm really thinking about it, but I want the tent.
Don't set the tent on fire. What?
I'm going to, kind of position myself so that my shadow will come up from inside the tent, and I'm gonna use Dark Maw and just get my very scary vampire fangs out.
Oh,
and
awesome! That's awesome.
I'm gonna say, yes, that is absolutely right. I will suck your blood, and I'm gonna just scrape on the on the canvas and try to scare them. I don't fucking know.
Right. Roll me that performance check.
Oh, good. That's a fucking nat 1.
Oh my god.
I tried so
what
hard.
the hell?
Oh my
How many times have we succeeded? How many times have we crit succeeded? Do we know?
Yeah. So
Someone get the stats.
As you sort of make that scary voice, you hear all the kids sort of yelp as they're surprised and shocked. And then as you're scraping on the sides, the canvas falls down and they see you standing there making the scratchy noises, and they all laugh. And what you see are 2 halfling kids and a human kid, all around 7 or 8 years old. There are 2 girls and a boy. The one girl has these cardboard fangs. The other girl has this paper plate cut out with big black blotches drawn on it and eyes cut out so that she can see out. And the guy has wrapped himself in a burlap sack and is standing very rigid. They are also all wearing your lanyards.
These.
Hello, you punk-ass kids.
Are Chisk and I with her?
Can I call them over?
You know what? I'm really coming around to these kids. I was thinking about that Trollkin kid, and he was actually pretty nice to me. Hey, what the hell?
So these kids are all looking up at you. The kid Chisk looks really nervous, but the other 2 are just sort of standing there looking at you kind of defiantly.
Oh, I bet you think you're really
Stuck out.
cool, hey? You probably think you're the coolest kid on the block, yeah?
She goes, no, I definitely think I am the coolest kid on the block.
What is that? Is that supposed to be me? What are you doing? I am so much cooler than you, you don't even know.
We don't have to get into this petty arguments. Just give us our lanyard back.
That one little kid sounds like a Russian gangster.
She's fairly heavy set, this little halfling girl, and she's got her hands on her hips, and she's determined that you left these lanyards behind, so we're taking them.
No,
We so did not do that.
we were sleeping. You took them out. We were sleeping.
Well, we thought you were dead.
What, awake?
So
Dead? Why did you think we were dead?
we were sleeping in our tents. You came in. Where are your parents? Where are your parents?
No, you know what, guys? I get it. Waste not, want not. If they really thought we were dead, I kind of respect them for it. A little bit. I'm pissed, but I there's admiration here.
These are the magic tags that let you see the show, and we want to see the show because we've come to see the show, but we didn't get any other tickets.
How about this? We have these lanyards that are just as good, but those are our lanyards. How about we trade? You'll still be able to get into the shows if you want to, for a limited time, but those belong to us. Do the right thing here. Your parents taught you well.
So they all get together, and you can hear them all talking away, and Kid Chisk is nodding and pointing back to Chisk, and the other two are and the little kid Maeve, she comes out, she sort of crosses her arms, and she says, "Okay, we will give you these lanyards for those lanyards because they will let us have a seat."
Yes.
Well, how about this? They will let you have a seat in the same efficiency that those lanyards will. How about that?
All right, so we'll let you have these fancy lanyards, and we'll take your plain old lanyards back if we can each have a cloud.
No.
What are you gonna spend it on?
Yeah, you guys are going to spend it on
You don't even
alcohol,
get
aren't
mini
you?
donuts on discount with these, so what is the point?
Well, Festering Heath has his
Hey,
snow
listen,
cones.
I'm not a parent. I don't think I'll be a
Do
parent
not
anytime
eat
soon.
anything
Do
from him.
not ingest anything from Festering Heath's house.
He's an undead creature.
Do you kids know what festering is?
No. All right, roll me a persuasion there, Chisk.
Can you have advantage because we went on in about Festering Heath?
All right,
Persuasion with advantage?
persuasion with advantage.
Okay. That becomes 20... Dirty 20.
Oh,
All right, so Kid Chisk is gives his up, and he says, I'm sorry we weren't making fun of you. We just thought you were really cool." And then the little halfling girl, "Quiet!"
No, Kid Chisk.
No.
Kid Chisk, you're good. You're good. You've been taught well. Thoth Hermes will be with you.
Oh, all right, thank you. So they will trade the two lanyards, although the Kid Maeve is not impressed with the whole thing, and she flounces off.
Can I
but you-
look at her before she goes and I say, "Hey, come here for a sec."
And she comes back. She's still got her lips stuck out.
You know, the lip sticking out thing is really working for me. Like, that is exactly what I do. So, you know what? If you're gonna work this look, you need to really commit. And I'm going to take off one of my rings. And I'm going to give her a little ring.
whoa!
Very nice. So she gives you this big squeeze, and then they all run off.
Wait, no. I want to talk. I want to talk to little Gideon.
Oh,
Kid Gideon.
Kid
Yeah,
Gideon.
Gideon.
Ah!
Gideon didn't say anything.
Gideon.
What is she looking like? She didn't say much.
She was just a regular girl. She had put like black around her eyes so it showed through the cutout pie plate.
Right.
But that's all she had, and she just looks at you and she kind of smiles.
I'm gonna. I imagine I have like a quarter of the pie left. I'm gonna I'm gonna give her. I'm gonna snatch the pie plate mask off her face and give her half of it, and go, "Here you go." And before she takes it, I'm gonna snatch it back and cut half of the pie and give it back to her and go, "This half's mine. Don't trust anybody in this town, especially not Festering Heath. Are you kidding me? Do not drink any random man's potions."
That's good advice.
She lets you. She waits a minute to make sure you don't want any more of the pie,
No, I'm fine.
and then she's like stuffs the whole thing in her face.
All right, the skedaddle. Get out of here. Go on, get.
Scram.
Get.
They were really good actors. Those were great impressions.
No, come on. The production value was sloppy.
Yeah, production, but the acting skills were
Yeah.
A1.
And I want to congratulate all of you for surviving that encounter.
We are level 10.
Thank you. We're now at
You're
level
a
5.
challenge
that's
rating
right.
16. These 3 kids. Can I take the canvas that they were hanging
Yep.
out in and bundle it up?
Yeah, you can sort of brush it off and refold it and reorganize it, and you have your tent back for sure.
Yeah, we've got our lanyards back. We should probably keep them somewhere safe.
Well, I feel like we can wear them, but we might just have to set up a watch next time we go to sleep. Is my feeling.
I think that was a mistake not doing that the first time.
Well,
I
I,
really
think the
thought it would be
mistake
safe.
was really extending our awake time by 12 hours.
We understand
see.
you're mad about
Yeah,
it.
I do.
Jisk.
You're grumpy, and we get that.
Well, if I don't get my beauty sleep, then I'm mad the rest of the day.
Fair enough. All right, so should we go check in with this Dolomite character?
I suppose. See what our next duties are.
I at least want to find Big Willard, you know?
Yeah, I wanna ask him why the fuck he wasn't there to help us with the death wagon.
Yeah. I really want to see, is it just me? I really want to see Big Willard in action. How does he fight? Does he do spells? Does he use a bow? I gotta know.
What you know of him is that he had 2 short swords.
So dope. So very dope.
Dual
He's
wield.
just like me. That's why we're friends.
I will get you, Chisk, as you watch these two talking. I'll just get you to do a perception check for me.
Woohoo!
7 spears come in and kill Maeve.
Harpoon.
Oh, baby. Perception, that is a 22.
So you hear far off 2 sort of contrasting sounds. The first sound is this low, barely audible tinkle, like a chiming of bells or silver bells. It's the tiny little silver ones have such a distinctive ring to it. You hear it very faint, but under that you hear this sort of gathering crowd roar, panic sounds.
What time is it?
It's sort of twilight. The sun is still up, but it's sort of at the very end of its day.
You know, Gideon, I think you're really, looking into your relationship with Big Willard too much.
What do you mean?
I don't know if you guys are as friends as you think you are.
You don't understand it.
Do you hear that?
What?
There's like bells, kind of unnerving.
The two of you both now start to hear it for sure. The sound of these bells plus the crowd. The crowd itself is getting louder. It's coming from your, let's just say, we'll call it the east. It's coming from the east.
Is that towards the seat?
That would be towards the seat, yes.
Okay. We should probably head over there.
We want to go check it out. Let's go.
And if we need backup, we know where to find our mini-me sidekicks.
This is
We
true.
could hire them as deputies.
I would have no problem giving this
we're
child
already
a
Faux
sword.
fighters.
Faux fighters.
It's extra faux fighters.
Also, has anyone else had the question of how to spell that? Is it F-O-E or is it F-A?
unclear, you know?
You
It's
don't
unclear.
know how to read.
Yeah, you're right. What am I
If you
talking
check
about?
out, Kobold
No, that's
chats
a legit
on
question.
YouTube.
How do you
Yeah.
do you pronounce it faux or do you pronounce it faux? Which one is it?
Yes, it's
It's
that.
Leviosa.
It's faux.
They would be faux fighters.
But which
Wow.
word goes first?
We'll never know.
As you head towards the seat of Mavros, you see up in the sky, probably 100 feet, a dark figure slowly walking through the air.
Like a humanoid person just walking. Oh, do I know this person?
You could roll me perception.
I would love to.
I would also.
Walking through the air.
That's another 16. Jeez.
Nice.
You wouldn't necessarily know them personally, but
Okay.
you've heard about the legend of the Black Crier. And as this figure gets closer, you see that they have this shining white skeletal head, and they're dressed all in black with a long black cape. And on the cape and on the arms of this outfit are all these tiny silver bells.
Oh my god, I want that cape so bad.
Who is that, mate?
So what Maeve has been told is the Black Crier is a portent of tragedy.
It's a bad omen, is what it is. If I am understanding right. At first I thought it was my dad, but you know what? I think I would much rather see him than this guy right now.
Is it real?
Does it look real to you?
Yeah, so what you the other sound is people below seeing the Black Crier, some of them panicking, some of them pointing, some of them packing up, some gathering stuff, some just running as this figure just literally calmly walks across the sky.
Do I know what he does? Like, I know that he's like a harbinger of tragedy, but do I know how he manifests that tragedy?
You do not.
Oh, fuck.
Does it look like he's going to a specific place?
He seems to be walking around the perimeter of the tent city.
Of the entire city?
Yes.
Oh.
And every few moments, he will stop. He will sort of look out towards the waist in a random direction. So it changes directions each time.
Different direction.
And then you see him hold up a palm, and then he walks the fingers of his other hand across his palm.
Guys, do we know if there are any, like, titans nearby?
I feel like we'd see them, right?
You can see them, like, on the horizon and stuff,
I mean,
right?
they're huge and they're
Yeah,
going slow,
they're
so
quite
yeah,
big.
you'd think.
Are there any people running by?
Yes, there are indeed.
I just want to stop someone and say, "Excuse me, what's going on? Why is everyone?"
And he stops, and he's this sort of younger half-elf, looks like he's some sort of knight, like very, very fancy dressed. And he says, "That's the Black Crier. That's the Portent of Doom. That's the Black Crier. We can't be where he is.
And what does it? We have to leave the city. We have to evacuate.
He looks like he is bringing doom or calling doom or signifying doom on the seat of Mavros. Yes."
How does he bring doom? What does he do?
'Cause I can't. I don't know how. I've just heard legends. I've never seen him before. I didn't even think he was a real thing. I have to get out of here, and he runs off.
What's Gideon's experience in terms of like what pirates and rogues think about the Black Crier? Like, is it truly just a myth in my brain?
Well, the pirates, sailors, those kinds of things, they have a ton of superstitions about all sorts of things.
Totally.
So if a seagull lands with a twisted foot, that is a bad luck omen. if they wake up in the morning and there's 3 seashells left on the ship's rail, that's a bad omen. It's amazing all the different things that sailors can see as bad.
Sorry,
if they
quick
wake up in
pause
the
on
morning.
the podcast. We have to pause the podcast. Kevin, are these sailor mythos that
they
you know
real?
personally, or are you making these up?
I'm just making them up right now.
Okay, all right. Sorry, please continue.
I mean, if they can react to things as small as, if they see a cannonball flowing through the hull of the
If
ship.
a cannonball
they
hits you in
see
the
that
face,
as
that's a bad
thing.
omen.
When I think
They're so
cannonball, I
jumpy.
think flowing, for sure.
Yeah. Just busting through the side of a ship, they're worried about that as well. So you don't have anything specific around the Black Crier, but there is always, creatures of legend that will drag sailors down to the depths and their doom. Now, you being relatively new to the pirating life, and because of your sort of worldly mothers and you're probably fairly skeptical about a lot of this kind of stuff. And you know that your mothers have made fun of past legends or even used them to their advantage.
Yeah, I feel like if nobody can actually answer me how he's going to bring doom, what's he going to do? You know?
I think Maeve is genuinely scared. I think she spent like her whole life like growing up and just having her imagination, so she fully believes that this thing is gonna start some shit.
Do you mind if I ask the person that I know knows a lot of stuff about the world?
Is that Big Willard?
No,
Okay, sorry, that's who I'd ask.
Thoth Hermes. Come
Right,
on.
that makes sense. All right.
I'm gonna clutch my holy symbol and say, Thoth, I'm just wondering if you have any information on this passing portent of doom. Please respond.
Please
Thank
respond.
you.
That's the usual prayer for Thoth Hermes, is it?
Yes.
It's sort of
He's
more
busy.
of a data query.
It's
Kind
Yeah,
of like
he's-
it's kind of like a
he's-
red important flag on an email.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's kind of like an encyclopedia. You just ask him things and he tells you.
fair enough. Roll me a religion check.
That is 16.
You get a file not found response.
404. Oh no.
404. You've reached the end of the internet. Yeah.
He doesn't know.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't get any response. Period.
No. He normally responds pretty quickly. This is a no can do.
As much as I do trust Big Willard and I wish the best for him, I think I have to go talk to Faye.
Faye?
I don't know if you two have met Faye. She's my pirate queen.
Oh, she is a
Oh.
fighter. I saw her name on the list.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's your friend.
she was supposed to fight tomorrow, but if something's about to go down, she may not get that chance. So we should probably go chat with Faye.
I am worried about Veridin, but I know that he has his new friend now.
That's right. One of the most fearsome warriors I've ever seen.
The most
So-
likable person.
I feel okay going with you to check on your friend.
Well, I mean, if we have to haul ass out of here, I feel like we can grab everybody we need to grab.
Okay, I trust you.
All right. So you're heading down to the ship at the broken down docks.
Yeah, I imagine Faye would have her own quarters on the ship.
Yes, she does. So she's taken over Ashton's bed because this isn't her usual ship. This is the only ship of her fleet that could make it up the river.
That's right. Giant Autumn Versatile.
Yeah. So you get on board ship. There's several crew bustling around, but Faye is not there.
And sorry, on the way over, did we see any evidence of destruction or doom, or was it just people kind of panicking and getting
You
out of
passed
here?
9 house fires.
I'm just wondering.
It's a good question.
Nope. Aside from the panicking of that some people are doing, certainly not most.
Oh, interesting.
There doesn't seem to be any change, and the black crier sort of walks off into the distance
Oh,
and disappears.
that's somehow even worse.
That's menacing.
Yeah, cool.
That's so menacing. Cool.
I'm gonna grab Templeton. Templeton, stand fast.
Front and center.
I'm gonna say you're gonna have to go up in the crow's nest. I know you don't report to me, but I've heard tale that a tide may show up. So head to the crow's nest, and if you see a large figure on the horizon, you know what to do.
Templeton looks at you and he says, "Who are you again?"
Templeton, you and your friends just hit on me like last night. Okay, so please just go to the goddamn crow's nest.
Okay, roll me persuasion. You're like the most junior person on this crew.
I know. No, I'm not. No, the rat folk have been on there a week.
Right.
So I actually am more senior than him.
I think they signed on to higher positions.
No, that's why I asked for Templeton. I have it
I
in
see.
the lore document that Templeton is just a cabin boy.
Yeah, you're right. He's just on the
Cabin
crew.
boy.
He's a cabin boy.
I think though you were named as his assistant cabin boy. Wasn't that
Well-
your?
I bet you I'm about to get a promotion because that's a 26 persuasion.
Woohoo!
And also give me your
Templeton
keys.
says-
Give me your keys too, Templeton. I'm your job now.
Templeton says, "I, all right," and yes. So he
Yes.
sort of climbs up, and he looks out in all directions, and he says, "I don't see anybody coming."
Yeah, that's great. I didn't mean immediately, Templeton. I meant man your post up there for a little while.
Well, I have other things I have to do.
I hand him this half slice of pie. Please just stay up there.
Well, I'll stay up here for about half an hour. Then I've got to get other things done.
All right, you know what? I'll take that. Is Captain Pottings on board?
Captain Pottings is not on board, but he's just wandering the city, enjoying
okay.
enjoying the city.
Do we have the equivalent of like a flare? Is anybody on the ship magic?
I imagine there's quite a few different wizard types and druid types and that kind of stuff.
Great. So I'm gonna shout to the crew, and I'm gonna be all right. All right, everybody, listen up. It's been made aware to me that there has been a black-clad gentleman who's been walking around. He might bring doom. He might not. You know.
He definitely brings doom.
Yeah, maybe not. Okay, this is my crew,
spooky.
so everyone just wait. It's unclear whether or not we're going to be in a crappy situation, but we have two responsibilities. One, protect the autumn, and two, protect Faye. If you see a titan of any size or shape on the horizon or in the sky, I need a flare now. I'm going to go acquire Faye.
Or anything dark, any clouds, anything,
really any bad,
Yeah,
bad stuff. Cloud of knives, a really big...
Forget about your oysters on the side of the ship, or
That's
or
right.
birds landing
I don't
want to
hear about
foot.
a bird
That's
with
fine.
a twisted foot unless it's 60 feet tall.
Can I grab Gideon and Chisk?
One of the crew goes, "Where did you get oysters? I only get gruel."
You focus, please.
Any kind of crustacean.
My friends, I do not like the idea of this jingly-jangly motherfucker prancing around the sky and having every good fighter in this city.
Not only in the city, but in the continent.
Oh, I mean, so let's skedaddle, I think.
You see a tiny bit of maple syrup come out of the back of Chisk.
Sorry,
Just a
are you a
touch.
maple
Are
tree?
you leaking? What is happening
No,
here?
it's fine. Ignore it.
Sorry, has this ever happened before?
Only on
Okay,
the
we gotta stop
strangest
for a second.
circumstances.
Yeah, this is, I mean, what a revelation on the Dias Cast podcast.
So, Piney's.
Note
they
to
get
Griffin.
really-
Note to Griffin. Cut music here because this needs to be serious.
All right. So when Pineys get very scared, they don't. Tell us what happens, Diego, in your opinion world.
Yeah,
think
Diego,
what
tell us.
Yeah, I think it's in everyone's mind very clearly already what happens. I don't need to go into further detail about this.
They secrete, Kevin.
Yeah, I have an important question. You said from the back of Chisk.
Yeah.
I need to know
Where? No, you
Yeah.
don't. No,
100%. That's so important, my man. That's the most important part.
You can't see the back of me right now. We're all talking in a circle. I'm not turning around for you to look at my maple hole.
My maple hole.
Okay, actually,
No.
you calling it that answered all my questions. So we're gonna
Yeah.
leave it there and cue up music and go.
All right. So you see Templeton is ducked down behind Chisk with a plate of pancakes.
He
Get back up to the... Why did I give you pie if you had pancakes?
I went to get some after I
back
didn't
to your
realize this
post.
happened with Pineys.
I'm your new boss, Templeton. Get back to your
is
post.
rude.
Wait, sorry. Did anyone respond? Any of the magic folks respond to my rousing speech?
You can roll a persuasion.
Ooh, doctor. That's a 19 on the dice, so that's 27.
Oh my god.
They're
So
under my
it's-
freaking thrall. I'm the Dampier now.
Yeah, okay. Keep telling yourself that.
One old sort of sea dog. She's got just like a wooden leg, and she looks like she's probably around 65. A human female.
That's right, Tasha.
Yeah, she says, "Here's the thing, young." Okay, stop.
If you forget, I am an events manager for the Giant Autumn. I don't know if that piece of lore. fell through
Yeah.
the
That's
cracks.
true. We did establish
Yeah.
Gideon does the raffles, deals with the union, etc.
Here is the thing, young events manager. Those black criers, they've predicted 20 of the last 3 tragedies.
20 of the last 3.
Up for me.
What do you mean?
And she leans in and she says, they talk about tragedies that might be.
So they've only accurately predicted 3, is that what you're saying?
Well, I think what Tash is saying is that they also predicted 17 that may happen in the future.
Or that have not happened.
Or that didn't happen, but yeah, have not happened yet.
the thing about these black criers is we don't know whether it's going to be today or in 10 years. Because they don't have a linear sense of time. They respond to a disruption in the space-time continuum.
So who is disrupting that shit?
It is unknown to me because I'm a sailor. Now, if you
Tasha, you clearly are our resident oracle. Are you sure?
Well, she says, well, I'm actually a wizard, and I sail as a hobby.
God, why haven't we talked more? This is awesome.
This is an interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna hang out with Tasha all the time. Okay, well, sorry, Kevin, did we see just to clarify, the Black Crier walked around the perimeter of the entire city, not just the seat?
Yes. Well,
okay.
I mean, it would be hard to really estimate, but it was definitely more, because the seat would be over here, and you would have seen this thing walking through the sky over there. But so, yeah, more than just the seat, more than just the actual building.
I still feel as though it is something that we should be reporting to either our foe fighter superiors or ideally my pirate queen is kind of where I'm at. Or at the very least, Captain Poddings, where is all of our leadership?
It's definitely confusion, because there are still lots of people, like, walking around confused. Everyone's talking. Some people are ignoring it. Some kids start playing in the street. The sound in the street starts to sort of return to normal, even though there are people who definitely are leaving.
I feel like we should rush to the seat itself.
I am
Yeah.
a very stupor. I'm a very superstitious person. Superstitious, and I am afraid, so I would very much like to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna lean into Tasha and just go, listen, I paid Templeton a pie to watch this guys, but we all know he's useless, so I'm just saying, if you see something bad, just let us know so we can run back here, yeah? Just do a big flare in the sky or something.
She said, well, I could do some cloud writing for you if you wanted to post a message.
Oh,
Yeah, that's great.
What would you like me to say in the sky?
I'd like you to say,
You
Blade.
can do 10 words.
I only need 4. Blade Walker crew, evac now.
Add a holy
Walker.
shit on the end.
No.
HS.
Do it.
I will not waste Tasha's powers with this profanity.
You want her to write that in the sky?
That's right.
It's really long. It's easier to write holy shit than the whole thing.
It's easier
I used
to
up
write
I
holy
used up
shit.
3 words with no. All right. Blade Walker crew, evac now. Holy shit. No.
No, I don't.
Yeah, dribble out.
That is actually, sorry, Tasha. Maeve convinced me that is what I want.
Should I say Blade Walker or should I say Autumn?
No, I'm happy. Anybody who needs to know we're evacing will recognize Blade Walker.
And if they don't, leave them behind.
I was
Fuck
going
them.
to
agree.
say, shouldn't the people of the city also know?
Yeah.
We can figure that out. I will shoot like a
Alright.
sacred flame or something. in the
Honestly,
sky.
I was expecting just like a light in the sky, so words are extra. I don't really care. It's mostly for us.
We might be in a time crunch. Should we run?
Do you want me to, like, bold the now?
Yeah, Tasha, we don't have time for this. You know what? Your font decisions I'm happy with, and I
Just
run
no
away.
Comic Sans.
And
That's the
I
only
bolt
one.
away.
Is there a color you would
I'm
like
gone.
me to use?
It's too late. I'm finito.
Bye.
Purple.
I'll just use orange. Orange is one of the best
That
colors.
sucks so bad.
What if it happens at sunset?
All right. So
Orange is one of the best colors. Is that what this grizzled wizard said?
Objectively, yeah. They taught her at school.
At wizard school.
Yeah. So you see,
Wizard pirate school.
the B and the L and the A of the orange start to appear.
Why?
What?
Why?
Why?
She was supposed to do it. She was supposed to do it when something bad was happening.
Okay, so you see it all slowly erase.
Yeah.
Then in a lighter orange, a sorry Gideon appears in the sky.
Yeah. And I hope the rest of the message says this one's on the house
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
because she goofed it.
I will guilt edge the other ones as thanks.
I guess I should
All right.
I should have answered all of her font questions.
Let's run.
She's pissed.
That's us running.
Full on
You don't need to add
Naruto.
sound there or anything, Griffin. Yeah, Naruto
Yeah.
run.
Chariots of Fire. That's an old movie. Never mind.
I
No,
know the
I
joke.
got it.
I thought you were going to do your song.
So you're heading into the crowd, milling around the outside of the seat of Mavros. There's a bit of a crowd gathering at the Foe Fighter entrance, and you see various people bustling back and forth, and you hear Dolomite hollering out commands and things.
Oh, okay. We'll walk up to Dolomite.
Mm-hmm.
Showing our lanyards.
That's right. And we never lost them.
Excuse
I
me,
say yes, saluting.
we are foe fighters. Excuse me.
That's good to see you. Good to see you haven't lost your heads like all these nincompoops here running around like chickens without heads. Yes,
You're not into
indeed.
you don't believe in the Black Crier, sir.
Oh, yes, the Black Crier is a serious portent of doom. Absolutely.
So you are so composed, though.
Oh, Black Crier, Black Crier.
I'm sorry. Are you scared or are you not? Hey, Dolomite, you don't have to put
I-
on a face for me.
No, we take the Black Crier seriously, but I've had 5 tragedies happen today alone. So we. Here's what I need. You're Big Willard's crew, is that right?
That's right. Do you know
387.
where he is? Is he safe?
I've sent him down to the riverbank actually to check on some things. I had thought that you would be with him. You need to hustle your butt down there.
I need to chat with one of the fighters inside, I'm afraid. Fade Bladewalker?
Oh, is she one of the pre-chosen?
Wait, no, I don't think so. She has a fight tomorrow at pit number 11.
Fine, but she wouldn't be in the seat then. She would be wherever she is until number 11. Until
She would
it
be
shows up.
wherever she is. That's
Yeah,
so
Dolomite.
good.
Okay, crew, maybe we're overthinking all of this. Maybe this isn't as bad as we think. It's just a dude in a robe, spooky robe.
You heard his jingles, Chisk.
We did.
Well, walking through the sky is definitely noticeable. You know,
You saw him do the finger walking on the hand like
that
a
actually
treadmill
kind of looked
thing.
kind of goofy. I think I saw the toddlers do that earlier today.
Yeah, but the goofier, the more scary it becomes.
Right.
Just like the jingles. The jingles are normally like cheery, but you're like pair it with the black robes, and you're like, oh.
That is a maple syrup scenario for Chisk.
Oh,
I think I got it
syrup scenario. That's bad.
MSS.
I think I got it all out. Gideon leaves.
Yeah. Ooh, I need a real Aunt Jemima that time.
And that's a whole bottle.
Mrs. Butterworth.
So it feels like kind of next best step is to meet up with Big Will? What do we think?
No one else here really seems concerned that there is a guy walking around the sky. So maybe our best bet is to go business as usual, keep an eye on this guy, see, you'll know if there is any large creature coming, or any pestilence or disease sweeping the land, or anything, a black hole in the sky kind of thing.
Right.
And maybe we just do our job until somebody tells us not to. I don't know. I've never had a
Yeah.
job.
Yeah, it feels like we want to meet up with several different people, but right now we only know the location of one of them.
Well, then let's stick to what we know.
She's gotta be staying at some fancy tavern, right? If she's the pirate's
I
queen.
assume, yeah, but if people aren't freaking out, I don't think she will either.
Oh, God.
Oh, Dolomite, by the way, there was a death wagon. A death wagon going through the rush we had to deal with. I don't know if we had to report that to you, but man, no more letting wagons in the city.
We need
should
some
have, like,
sort of like
pillars.
security at the gates to make
yeah,
sure
like
that
spike
like
strips or
vehicles
something.
don't come. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Of course, we need something to guide the seat rushers and protect the people.
Well,
one
like,
moment. One moment. I'll be right back.
We don't have time.
I mean, it's already
See you
done.
later.
Yeah, so this is a next year thing.
And he comes up with
Put it in the budget.
a rope. A rope. Do not cross, it says on this rope. And he hands
All right.
it to you proudly.
No,
Yeah.
sorry. We have to go to the river like you said, so I'm going to hand the rope back and we will...
I'll take it. This
yeah, I
it'll
actually
come
want the
in-
rope.
Yeah.
Oh my god, do not cross.
Cross.
Put it in the backpack.
Yeah, it's got the official FF on the front of it too. So it's official. Do not cross. Go fight a rope.
It's
I am
branded.
so writing
Cool.
this in my
And he says,
inventory.
I'll tell you this: if you are looking for a tragedy, then what will happen tomorrow is in the seat of Mavros, if there isn't food and drink, there will be 40,000 rioting fighters, and then that will be the end of the seat of Mavros. That will be the end of the tent city. That's why we need you down at the riverbank. Toot, sweet.
I see. That's what you meant by tragedy is not enough beer.
Not
okay.
enough beer, not
Yeah,
enough
not-
corn
A
dogs.
little bit of white collar there, are you, Dolomite? All right, off we go.
And careful for the rats. And he
That's
Hey,
you
do
walk
not
away.
talk about Big Willard like
Yeah.
that. And I storm off.
says, no, that's why I said Big Willard.
I'm not listening.
I said that's why I said Big Willard.
that guy
No.
was intolerable.
I flip him off and I walk away. I follow Gideon and Chess.
Damn. He didn't sound enough like Droopy Dog this time, so we don't like Dolomite.
So you head back down to the riverbank.
So did we pass Big Willard as we were coming up from the riverbank?
No, but you'll see him as you head down there. This isn't
Right.
where you guys have the ship and where the boat is. This is another chunk of the ruined
okay.
riverbank. I mean, obviously the riverbank stretches for quite a ways, and you can see that it used to be quite a busy port back when the river itself was bigger, and so a lot of these docks and things are actually still. They're sticking out basically into land because the river itself has shrunk so much, the river is right on the edge. And the other thing that's happened, interestingly, is that they've had to build a second level of dock because the original dock was set so that when the water was like 20 feet high. So there's a second, much more shoddily made dock that's now down closer to where the river is. So that's almost like a 2-story dock. And up along on this original story, you see there's still some scattered sheds and things that are effectively sitting in the middle of the air now.
The city continues to impress me with its architecture. What do we want to do?
Hello? Big Will. All right.
And you see Big Willard sort of peek over the top of the original dock, and he looks down at you. And he says, "Hey, where are you guys? I've been looking for you. You got to come up here. But be quiet. We're supposed to be secretly checking this out."
I like that you are shouting that down to me.
Right.
That's very secret of you.
We were dealing with the wagon. I don't know where you were at the runnings.
Yeah, the rush seating, it seemed
Yeah.
like an important thing for our senior foe fighter to be at.
Senior being the operative word.
Listen, can you squawk and bitch about it as you come up this ladder at least?
Damn, Big Will. That's cold, Big Will. I turn to my group and go, if we have to evacuate, we're going to bring Big Willard, right? That feels right.
You can do whatever you want.
I'll knock him out to save him if I have to.
Let's start with Chisk. Chisk,
No.
roll me a dexterity.
No, come on.
I'm not strong enough.
I've already used my channel divinity today I can't climb. Oh, God.
Didn't you use it for juggling?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
There's a great use for it.
At the time, it was what we needed.
So what do I need to roll?
Well, let's just tell me what you rolled. But you can roll with advantage because it is a ladder.
I have been known to roll double natural ones, so
Yes, I
this
know.
doesn't help.
It's gotta be low. For
Well,
a
I have
ladder?
to be honest. That's what I'm hoping for.
It wasn't. I got
All right.
a 16 and a 14.
You are a master ladder climber. You just go up and down with them, no problem.
Yeah, this is much easier than climbing a pole, obviously. Let me show you how it's done.
That's right. And he even pauses halfway up and then just alternates hands to show how. Maeve and Gideon.
Oh, 14.
All right.
24.
Okay, so yeah.
Well, it's a ladder.
As you climb up, you notice two things quite distinctive. First of all, there are a lot of rats all along the riverbank. They're sort of climbing up over the ruins, over the ruined wood of the wharfs, the ruined buildings. There's a surprising number, and again, you're quite a ways from where most of civilization is, but there are still functioning warehouses and things down here. And as you look around, you see people are sort of like stepping funny as they're trying to avoid all the mice and rats that just seem to be absolutely everywhere. As a matter of fact, even as you're climbing up the ladder, there's seems to be rats and things, squeaking to get out of your way. The second thing you notice is that about 20 feet offshore is a full-size sailing ship. This is a bigger ocean-going type vessel that has definitely run aground, and there are, it looks like it's been there probably 50 years. There's no sail left. It's sort of listed off to one side.
Big Wheel, what's that ship?
The name of the ship? I don't know. I've never thought about that. Let's go look.
Big Willard, how are you feeling right now? How many fingers am I holding up?
He says, I can't. This is a podcast. I can't see you.
Yeah, but we can see you, Big Willard. That's all we need.
We know you're on the other side in an imaginary field somewhere, but I hold up 3 fingers.
He says, I can see you're holding up 3 fingers. I can see that. That's not a problem.
Is it because you heard me out of character say it, or it was because you can see them?
Big Willard, what's our group number?
What's our group number?
Yeah.
That we got assigned?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Why?
I don't remember either, to be perfectly honest.
I do. I have it written down. Kevin, do you not know, or does Big Willard not know?
Kevin doesn't know. You're asking if you think this is Big Willard. As far as you know, it is Big Willard.
Well, what I'm really asking
I know it's
is
Big Willard.
Yeah.
Is he under the charm of the rat controlling pipe?
Yeah.
With all these rats around.
Ooh, interesting. Okay, roll me perception.
That's a dirty 20.
Hey.
He doesn't seem as relaxed. He doesn't seem as relaxed as he was yesterday.
You stressed about all these rats, Big Willard?
He says, "No, I've got no problem with rats. I admire rats because they are very they're adaptable. They're strong for their size. They're very clean. But they seem to be interfering with the boats that they're unloading, and people can't get into the warehouses because everyone's weirded out by these rats. So Dolomite wants us to try and charm or capture or kill these rats, I guess."
Fuck. Well, anybody have Hakan's number or what? What is up with this moored ship?
The ship is, and he walks to the front. It's called the Otakini.
The what? The who?
Just say it's like Bakini, but with an Oda.
Odakini.
You sound like Jabba the Hutt.
Otakini.
Odakini.
Shaka no Wookie solo.
That's very good.
Are these rats coming from the Otakini, or are they coming from somewhere else? Can I tell?
Roll. What would that be? That would be an investigation, I would think.
Dope. Oh, 17.
Well, they seem to be coming from underneath the wharf for the most part.
Listen, Big Wheel, what is our purpose here? Are we trying to push back the rats, or are we trying to eliminate the source of the problem?
Of course, Dolomite doesn't give us that kind of specific, useful instruction. He just says we have to clear the wharves so the ships can bring the food and drink in for the big mustering.
I am just thinking if the rats are coming from under the wharf, which I believe they are, given that they seem to all be spilling out from under there, we nip this problem in the bud and just go deal with the nest.
Yeah, we can make this short and sweet. I love it.
I'm fond of rats. I like rats. Rats and I are friends, but
we get it.
I don't know anything. I don't really know anything about them. I just see them around everywhere.
No, we're also friends with rats and rat folk. That's fine. We just want to get to the root of the problem and perhaps move them to a more convenient position in the city.
Yeah, I don't think there's any correlation between rat and rat folk.
No, I wasn't implying.
Because I think Dolomite thinks that because I'm a rat folk, I would know more about rats.
You're right. Yeah, people assume I know lots about trees, which I do, but
You shouldn't assume, is what you're saying.
yeah, exactly.
I never get confused for a bear, so I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm 4 feet tall, so
interesting.
it's not. Yeah.
But you get confused for a toy.
We don't have to talk about that. Flashbacks. Okay, let's go check the wharf.
I will.
All right.
Yeah, I want to scurry down the ladder and try to get as close to the bottom of the wharf as I can. Not scurry, but you know.
Yeah, that's a dangerous
Scramble,
game you're playing
perhaps.
there, Madeline.
So so once he's sort of giving you the overview, then yes, he suggests that you guys look around to see what you can see. So you're going to go and sort of check underneath the dock, is that right?
Oh yeah, want to check it out.
Check it out.
Gideon, you coming?
Yeah, I think so.
What's the hesitation?
Yeah, I guess my one hesitation is I wonder why Big Willard knows so little about this ship that's been here for 50 years. I'm a little concerned about that.
I am very interested in this ship.
Well, let's clear the wharf and then we'll do a little trip.
So you head down, back down to the main wharf. You walk back towards the obviously the riverbank side of it, and it's sort of where the dock is now. There is steps that go back up to what would have been the river street, the street running along the river with the warehouses. The wharf sort of goes. Well, obviously, there's an area that is underneath it. The wharf itself is, like I said, fairly old. It's still obviously functional. It looks more or less solid. There, you see several spots where there are stairs that have been cut into the side of the hill. The riverbank in this area is quite thick and muddy. You can see definitely that there is a sort of a darker, almost cavern underneath the wharf right here, where the rats seem to be. There's definitely a lot of rats, and they're not all smoke flowing out like a tap. They're going in all sorts of different directions, but there's definitely a lot of them.
Big Willard, did you know about this cavern?
He said, "I've never come. I don't come down here very often, so I don't know anything about this area."
Big Willard, why was this supposed to be a secret?
We can't let people know that we don't have adequate supplies at the Seat of Mavros, because we don't want the audience, the fighters, the noblemen, to get upset.
Okay, well, we found the hidey hole. Can I cast light down into the cavern?
You can indeed.
Hidey hole sounds like a place where Heidi stays.
Yeah, you're right. Hidey hole's silly. Maple hole is fine.
Maple hole is fine.
Maple hole is fine. Given the context, absolutely.
So I'll just touch the side of the cavern and just kind of let it illuminate and see what I can see.
All right. So you do see lots of rats sort of flowing around. The only thing that you notice distinctive is what looks to be like a solid wooden crate.
Guys, there is a box down here.
The rats are climbing up around and over it, obviously chewing on it a little bit.
I'm just going to shout, "Hello?"
That is my line. You need to get your own.
Sorry, Maeve. Why don't you do it?
Hello?
That's the Moldorova
That
greeting.
is so much better, yeah.
There doesn't seem to be anyone to holler back.
All right. I'm going to go open this crate.
We have the, how deep is the cavern?
It's not really a cavern. If it wasn't for the fact that there was a dock, the dock is sort of the roof of this thing. So it's more like a crevice, like a steep crevice in the...
Oh, so we don't need to attach Gideon to the danger do not cross rope, or...
I hold my scimitar up and say, "If you try and put a leash on me, I will cut the rope."
It is not a leash, it is a safety harness.
Yeah, I know. I seen some mothers walking around with their kids on safety harnesses, and I will not be one of them.
We are not treating you like a child. You are a valuable party
I'm
member.
what? I'm a toy? I'm
no,
a toy, Xisk.
You have swords. Toys. Well,
Nobody
some
ever
toys have
mistook me
swords.
for a bear. I walk into the cavern.
Okay, goodbye.
All right, I'm going to open the thing.
Okay, roll me let me see. Roll me a sleight of hand.
23.
Oh my god. This kid
These
is
are
on
all
fire.
these are all the skills I'm good at.
All right, so you crack this open and you see a single glowing flask in clear glass. It seems to be some sort of fire glowing inside it, and there is a long strand of oiled string. It looks like coming from it to 4 other vials. So there's basically
Is it a
4
bomb?
strings.
It's a bomb.
Sorry, I'm not there. Gideon, what do you say?
I could.
Is it a bomb?
Did you find a bomb?
Yeah, so just there's 4 black strings, tied to, that feed off into each of these ceramic, thick-bodied, sort of almost ball-shaped flasks.
Oh man, yeah. I'll just cut all 4 around the fire flask.
All right, so let's just do 4 quick sleight of hands.
Oh no! no!
Gideon, what did you find?
Just 1 second, everybody. Just give
Okay.
me 1 second and no talking. Okay, these
Just
are the
your
first 3.
maple hole is sweating.
Oh, don't look at my maple hole. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. It's really hard to not notice it now that you've pointed it out.
I didn't point it out. It just happened, okay? Everyone
So-
ignore it.
That the first 3 are a 24, a 13, and a 9.
All right, Gideon. So I'll
9's
just
gonna
stop.
be good enough. 9's good here.
Yeah.
You're stopping because I did good?
You see the last bit of the fuse, the flame sinks down into the bottle. There is a roar, and we will hold it there till next
Oh
week.
my god.
And
Gideon's
it says,
dead,
you've
and,
completed the puzzle. No
Gideon's
problem.
Gideon's
new
dead.
character.
Mavros
You
is
did
a crater.
You did the puzzle
blew it up.
perfectly, Gideon. Here's the fire flash
Hey,
to keep
how's
forever.
being so good at sleight of hand, Gideon? How does that feel?
These are my best skills, guys. I
Out of
got
all the
this.
characters in the party, I was the best one to do this. We all know that.
All right, everybody. So we will leave it there. We'll find out next week what happened with Gideon with his pyro
nothing.
adventures.
Nothing, just a little
underneath
fire
the
flask.
wharf.
It's
We'll
gonna do
find out
fireworks.
what's happened.
Yay, Gideon did good.
Stay tuned, and we will see you next week at the same time.
Thank you very much to Cobalt Press for all of our Midgard material. Thank you to the Boy King of Idaho for all of the music that you heard in this episode and so far all of the other episodes. And thank you to Morgan Hermter for all of his graphic design work. Who has stuff to plug? Diego.
I just want you to follow me on Instagram, which is Diego Strettle. Twitter is DII_Strettle. And that's it.
Madeline.
I want to plug chips and salsa because I'm really craving chips and salsa.
I'm going to need some brand plugs here.
Amazing.
I am a Tostitos brand slave, unfortunately.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on. Griffin, what are your plugs?
You can follow me at Griffin Cork on all platforms, but I'm also currently filming the 2nd season of the show that we film here in Alberta called Abracadavers. It's a weird pitch, but basically kids get superpowers and they're not good at dealing with them. You can go to abracadavers.tv or you can go to Abracadavers on really any of the social medias. Abracadavers. Kevin.
I would like to make sure everyone follows us on Twitter, the Diascast. We are also on Facebook as the Diascast. And we have a website coming up, so stay tuned, watch the socials, and we'll do announcements as we continue to build material for everybody. Hang on to your butts, hold on to your matches.
Hold on to your maple
Make sure you
holes.
plug up that maple hole.
Plug up your maple
baby.
holes, folks. There's so many merch ideas.
Just a t-shirt with a hole in the back.
Oh. A hole in the back leaking? Okay, we're ending the episode.
will see